Yo, Nick.
What are you laughing at?
Remember that Christmas present I told you about?
Oh,
Look behind the God tier box.
I'm leaving that there.
Merry Christmas. Come on, show the people. You've been asking for this for months, bro.
I've not been asking for this for months.
This is something that you really wanted. Merry Christmas. Nick, I get you this nice shirt. I wrap it up nice for you.
Wrap it? How long has it been there?
And you're not even gonna put it on?
No.
Why?
Because my parents watch the show.
Ed? You're unregistered, bro.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
It doesn't count. I think you should put it on.
Would you rather be registered?
I would rather be neither.
We should get Nick to go out in public and try to like pick up a girl wearing that.
No, I'm not putting the shirt on.
Nick,
Nope.
I'll put the shirt on.
Do you put the shirt on then?
Give me the shirt. I'll put the shirt
Put
on.
it on.
If no one's gonna wear it, I certainly will. And my mom will love it.
Your mom will not love it.
Here I am wearing Nick's Christmas gift. I think it looks good, bro.
Merry Christmas. This is my gift back to you.
It's a comfy shirt. I can't believe you're not gonna wear this. Anyways, thanks for watching.
We're back, new year, new beginning. The new building looks great. It took a whole lot of banging and a whole lot of noise, but finally got that done. I hope everybody had a great time over the holiday. I know I did. I got a little bit of rest. I had a good time. Got to relax a little bit, unwind my mind, but we're back and it's back to business as usual.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hey Mahal, doing well. How are you?
I'm great, I'm great.
Good. So listen, the second wire came in. New year, same mustache. Sales start at 0. Let's go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this, yeah, I've never had an international wire come in within the same day of, of it being initiated.
That's great.
So awesome. Thank you again for choosing Lux for Zara.
No.
And thank you for choosing me and not Alex.
Thank you for your time. Thank
Yeah,
you for
man.
finding it. It's awesome.
Of course. So what I'll do is I'll have it overnighted to the place in your friend out in LA.
Yeah, perfect.
So yeah, just a reminder, it does need to be signed for. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a text or give me a call, and I will send you the tracking via WhatsApp, okay?
Dude, this has been amazing. I really, really appreciate your time.
Hey man, not a problem. We'll talk to you soon, all right?
Thanks so much. Speak soon. All the best, man.
Bye.
Bye.
So we get asked every day what the process is for buying a watch international. Now, depending where you are, you're obviously going to have to be, you're responsible for duties, shipping, and any local taxes that would come along with, purchasing a watch. Normally when it comes to sending international wires, they usually take about 2 to 3 days. Sometimes international, especially with time differences, can get a little murky. So if you're selling or buying anything international, it's very important to keep these things in mind when, beginning a transaction, because you can royally get, well, boned.
So earlier that week, Nick informed me that he sold a big watch to a client in New York City. And it just so happened that another good client of ours, Alan from Atlanta. You remember him, don't you?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
You too, brother. What's going on?
There's the bull.
There's the bull. That's our bull.
So we figured, hey, let's go up together, kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Before we go to New York City, I want to show you guys this 5976G, which is the 40th anniversary of the Nautilus. It is a badass watch. It is super heavy, and it's stupidly good looking. So I'm not going to be able to show this when I drop it off to my client, but bam.
Did you just pick a hair off of it?
Yeah, we're going to redo that. That could have been a hairy situation. Alright, so we're about to head off to New York to A, deliver some watches with Adrian and Roman, and B, to deliver this 5976 40th anniversary Patek Nautilus. I can't show the client for confidential reasons, but I'm super stoked. This is the most expensive watch I've ever sold, and let's go to New York.
We got to New York just about lunchtime. Set up a lunch in town, Midtown. Great place, one of my favorite go-tos. The food's great, atmosphere is great. Alan had a surprise for us, or actually more specific for Adrian. And boy, was it a surprise.
So, Adrian's getting married. We all know he is. Well, okay, we do. Get this grand invitation in the mail, which is beautiful. All right, Kelly's all excited. She fills it in and everything. And at this time, we're talking about what I'm sending up to him, right? So I told him, I was like, man, I've got 2 root beers. You know what? And he was like, you know what? I might buy one of those jokers off you for myself for my wedding. I was like, you know what, brother? I'm going to give you one. So today, I am giving Adrian his wedding present.
Wait, this is full gold, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's all right. You deserve it.
It's good to have friends.
Happy anniversary. Sure? Congratulations. You know I love you, bro. There you go.
I'm going to start crying. Did I do this? I start crying.
Bring it in. I got another.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I got another.
The man put me on the spot. There's nothing I could possibly do to thank him. You know, with our years and years of business that we've done together, this is more than anything I could have expected. The funny backstory about this is he trades in a lot of watches. So I initially thought it was a 2-tone root beer that I was going to buy my wife for the holidays. And when he comes to this luncheon, he brings me the full gold version, which was just incredible. So shout out Alan. Thank you so much.
I don't know about Adrian, I almost cried.
Hold on, there's more. I don't know, since we're in a restaurant, I don't know if I want him to have him put it on a plate or not, but.
So this is what we've come for, right here. Never had the NTPT. Is that how you say it?
NTPT, yeah.
Wow, I got it right.
The material is actually TPT.
Is it?
The company is called NTPT, North Fly Thin Technologies, and Richard Mille just basically bought them and their technologies to do this.
Holy shit, it weighs nothing.
That's the point.
Like, this is the complete opposite of my other one.
That one was a full gold brick.
Oh my God. This thing is dope.
Just make sure you don't forget to have that you have that on, because that's a common mistake. It's so light, you might forget you got that on. You go out one day and forget that on your wrist. So one of the main reasons to go to New York was to meet our friend Alan, to have lunch and to exchange watches. And one of the watches he was purchasing was an 1103 NTPT in black. He currently owns an 1103 in full gold, which is much heavier than the all carbon NTPT. So he was quite and pleasantly surprised at the weight of the watch.
What kind of box is that?
Corkscrew box. Now check this out. Show it to me. That's the big one. That's 5976.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, I can't
feel
see.
you. I feel you, Alan. I really feel you.
Oh my God.
Old heads. What can I say?
Oh, that's the anniversary, isn't it?
Yep.
Anniversary, 1300.
You're gonna bust it out, right?
No.
No.
Hell no.
Thankfully, he was only joking.
That was a joke.
That was a bad joke. Because I know some guys that did that. And
oh, I know one who did it too. This joker's amazing. It really is pretty though.
Sick.
It's heavy. Platinum?
No, it's white gold.
White gold. Now,
are you selling this to someone?
we are actually delivering to a client. But should we ever sell this watch to you, which I'm sure we will, I am definitely keeping the box of papers. Do you know how much this corkscrew box costs? 25 grand.
Are you serious?
25 grand.
For the box?
For the box.
Oh, is it supposed to be like the original?
No,
it's just how it comes.
They only so many of them made.
Corkscrew box.
Now, what they modeled it after is actually what they modeled the box after is actually the original Nautilus, the 3700 that came out in 1973. That came in a corkscrew box. That box is like also 25, 30 grand if you find it.
So one of the ways that I work with Alan, because we do so many trades together, is when I sell him something, I will keep the box and papers because he always goes to trade it back. And when he trades it back, a lot of the time he's missing links, pins, screws, crowns.
Papers to the yellow gold perpetual.
Oh baby.
Here we go.
I got that for you. I found these. They're just extra straps. I don't know.
I'll tell you what they're for.
I don't know. You tell me. One of them's.
Well, one is just an extra pouch.
Okay, cool. I don't know what that's for.
This is for a Royal Oak offshore, an older one.
So I have a whole entire safe filled with his things. And an example like this of 5976, the corkscrew box is so valuable that when I go to sell him this watch, I'm most definitely keeping it.
I thought y'all came for the Phillips auction.
But to fake crackhead prices?
We're talking about the already overdone 5711 Tiffany that brought $6.5 million in auction, and everybody knows that that price is ridiculous, especially for the fact that there's 170 of them made. It's not a piece unique at a retail price of $53,000.
$27 million for the Patek and Tiffany blue. Who's going?
27 million.
I don't know. It's just gonna be a stupid
I,
number.
I found one on the market so far.
For how much?
Simo in Dubai, 2.5. 2.75.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't buy it for 2.5 million for the fact
I
it's
bet I
just-
wouldn't pay 500 for it.
I wouldn't either. I would get that way before
Oh, you
I
would.
got the.
I would pay 1.5 today.
I would.
Are you
to-
serious?
No,
Well, because I know the
resell.
market. Yeah.
Okay, but not to own.
No, there's no way.
Oh, the 5711 Tiffany. Everybody and their mother has talked about it on YouTube, Instagram, and every other social media platform, as you can imagine. I'm sure you guys caught our last live show that we did last Monday. Check it out. We do talk about the 5711 a little bit more in depth, and we also actually pinpointed what the real value behind the watch is as of today.
So while Roman is in New York, me and Anna ran into a bit of an issue. We sold the AP Shack.
That's right. I pulled it.
Yes, but then we sold it again.
Awesome. What was the first thing that I told you when you sold it the first time?
Exclusion.
Take it off the website immediately.
I thought there was, but it went back up because it
You
still
know
wasn't
why?
removed from inventory.
That's right.
When you purchase something on our website, it goes through an entire verification program to make sure that this is not a fraudulent transaction. And during this time, the watch is still available for sale.
Wait, the Shack
But-
sold?
Twice.
I sold.
But you know, when you
Yeah.
don't put in an exclusion, it gets relisted.
I get
if
it.
the sale.
It was a busy day.
Avi.
The question is, can we reach out to the person? Either one of you actually would be good for it, or Nick, or anybody else.
Thank you.
I don't think.
Thank you. You know who's gonna be good for it? The person that never sold it.
Nobody double sold it.
That guy Avi, he sits over there.
Right.
I don't sell it.
That didn't put an exactly.
None of us.
This
none
is
of
the
us
problem.
are salesperson.
The facilitators.
This is the problem.
Question is if you can contact and see if we can apply it to something else. If not, we have to cancel it. Obviously, the first one is the one that's fulfilled. He bought it through the auction. Sabina just made the sale through the website for him to pay on our website. But the second one, if there's something that can be applied, cool. Talk to the customer and see. I mean, obviously they spent $19,560 on it. Maybe there's something that can actually happen there. If not, it is what it is.
Can you see the anger in my eyes?
No, I just see you staring and not wavering.
I'm trying. Okay.
It's kind of creepy. What's the anger?
I told you to remove it.
You just got somebody on the hook that spent $19,000. They're clearly interested in buying a watch.
Right. A watch that you don't have.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Bye.
Buy now.
Goodbye.
Don't buy later.
Goodbye and thank
All
you.
right, make it happen.
At that moment, I wanted to kill him.
Fast-paced company. Lots and lots of pieces moving throughout the year. 58,000 units moved. What happens? Stuff gets double sold. So we have this tiny little thing called the exclusion list, and it's always an issue. We try to do our best, and Avi and Anna are still not on the same page on that.
So Nick's in New York, and we're gonna have a little fun. So Nick got this really nice picture from a good client of his. And it says Omega Seamaster Flow Proof, the worst watch ever made. It's Nick's favorite watch. The reference was there, but I changed it. This is like intense. I don't have the right tools for this. He's gonna wonder why his mouse isn't working on Monday as well. Like trying not to break this because it actually means a lot to him. That is mint. That is absolutely mint. Very excited about this. The worst watch ever made. Oh, he's not gonna notice.
Adrian, it just doesn't make sense. I'm gonna stop by Tiffany, see if I can get that Patek for $2 million. What do you think? You think they'll sell it to us?
$1,000 I think.
If we roll in there, if we roll in there with like the video crew and the whole thing, like, you know, I'm kind of like a semi-celebrity. You know, would you sell me that Patek?
Hell no.
Of course, while Nick was out meeting with the client, me and Adrian, while in New York, a little bit of shopping never hurt.
You look bored, bro. Don't look so excited.
How are you? Good, man.
Figure out this.
Yeah, what do you want for your Bumblebee? The Oyster Flex or the Diamond Doll, how much is that?
41.5.
And the other two?
Black and Naked 40. The other one is 2018 New Old Stock 46.5.
I'll wait for Adrian to get off the phone for a second. And what do you want for the Carousel Doll?
The Carousel dial is currently on hold, but it's 57.5.
Is it complete new?
Naked.
Naked. I'm trying to think what the I paid for the last one. I had a white gold and I had the one with the funky green dial. You have my number or you want to WhatsApp me if it's not sold? Adrian.
Yes, sir.
Oyster Flex, naked, 41.5. Naked, how much?
The white gold is 41.5. The other rose is 40. The other one's 46.5, 2018.
And what are you asking on the Olive Day dates?
Olive Day date, I have naked for 70 with card for 72.5.
We got enough, you think?
5 in stock.
What about the Platinum Dial day days, the 41s?
Platinum dial is with card 69.5. And then I have the other one, I'm waiting for the card. So.
I missed this, the old Polars. Is there any complete sets? You have a complete?
Very tough to buy on 47th Street, but I've always said it. Any stop, any conversation, any phone call, anything out there in our business is an opportunity. Struck out on this one, but on to the next one.
Hey, Abby, come here a second. So after the watch double sold, something bizarre happened. I have a good one for you.
What you got?
Remember the watch that we double sold?
Yeah.
You asked me to find it?
Yeah, are we selling something else?
You ask and you should receive.
Why? What happened?
So I go downstairs and Ilya goes, he has the watch that was sold once, the first time, and he grabs a box and to put the watch in, and he opens it.
How do you have two?
And there's another watch.
Just sitting inside the box?
Just sitting
What do you mean?
inside the
Is it
bleeping
exactly
box.
the same thing?
It's exactly the same thing. It doesn't have a tag. I looked in the system. It is not in our system.
How the f does this happen? Is this just a free gift that came with the box, or did the box come with the watch? What happened?
I have no words. This kind of thing never happens.
I wonder if we just got a free watch.
I'm sure we didn't.
Yeah, I'm sure we paid for it, and nobody knew about it. How long has this box been sitting there? Do we know?
Well, this is, I just wanted to show you, this is, the actual box is downstairs. This box was here this whole time.
Okay.
But it's also the same stock number for this. So I think
Why don't we just go downstairs and open up every box we have?
I'm grabbing all the APs.
I'm going to grab the Richard Milles.
Who knows? Maybe there's a watch from 1998 sitting in the box somewhere. Merry Christmas.
Wow, all right. So we just sold two of them.
So we saw
amazing. Both customers are going to be happy.
This situation is horrible because if you think about it, it's $20,000 that just fell through the cracks, and we're only finding out about this a few years later, at least.
The fact that it happened to be the exact watch that we double sold, that's the odds of that, it's just impossible, I think.
No,
that is awesome.
No, I mean, it's not awesome if you think about it.
It's not awesome because a customer could have not gotten it, but...
And he could have shipped the box without even opening it.
And then the customer would have gotten two. That would have been a Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah.
And a Happy New Year.
Good times. All right.
We found out that the box has been sitting here since 2016 with a watch inside, and nobody knew about it.
Now, back to Adrian and I in NYC, and of course we couldn't leave without seeing a familiar face.
What's up, man? How we doing? Serious players. My palms just got sweaty, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, f***ing Snoopy I'm hooked on him.
Oh, we got.
I'm like a fan of your squirrel. It's ridiculous.
I got a Snoopy surprise.
You do?
Well, listen, I'm working on a Snoopy promotion. What brings you to town?
We actually met with a client, so we just finished lunch. So I figured, you know what, let's look by 47th Street.
All right, well,
listen, right, brother. Let's see.
You get the watches over there, and you get the squirrels over here. No worries.
So let's talk about Snoopies for a second. Snoopies are squirrels that Max has living literally in one of the rooms of his place. At one time, I guess a squirrel boy and a squirrel girl decided to shack up on his fire escape outside one of the bedrooms of his apartment. And as a result, I had many Snoopys born. If you guys want to see more, follow Max on Instagram, and you will be hooked on a Snoopy story.
How's, I haven't seen this operation.
The prices are great, bro. You know what I've been doing? You know how many gold day dates I've bought since we last talked about it? Like 50 of them. I'm just stacking them away.
Wow.
Stacking it away.
Oh, you're killing the market, bro. Yeah.
No, I'm doing it quietly, like because there's a lot of them.
You gotta let me get a taste of the action, though, bro. Come
Let's
on,
go.
man.
I have a bunch of them. You're welcome to any of them.
As we always like to say, watches are not an investment. Buy first and foremost what you like.
All right, okay. We'll talk about the price. I got a Schmoopy surprise. We're gonna have a Schmoopy mascot soon.
Oh, who gets to wear that?
Where's Julio at?
You're gonna have him wear the thing?
Well, you gotta do some Schmoopy commercials and things like that.
Hey, remember this? Welcome to TraxNYC News. I want to talk about this bullshit that went on with such and such, and this one is an ass. That guy's cool with me. I'm gonna rip this one a new one, and
Yeah. I guess I'm glad you're entertained by it.
hey, we watch it. I watch it. You know what I mean?
Did you see my? I took your advice. Did you see the series I'm working on?
Yes, I've been watching. I think you're doing a good job. Hey, you gonna be the Snoopy?
I'm gonna be the Snoopy. Yes.
He's gonna get paid. He needs a big paycheck.
How you doing?
What's up, man? How nice to meet you.
Hey, Julio. Julio. I'm dying.
That looked a little big for him, though. I think it looked a little big for
Well,
him.
he's gonna be baggy. You know, he's
No,
hood.
you don't want to see bag. Just make it look.
Well,
nice.
listen.
Yeah, you make it fit.
All right, we'll tailor it.
First of
We'll
all, just
tailor it.
look at it first. I'm like mad.
It's
that-
over.
Imagine that post. Custom tailored Snoopy suit.
So I mean, I was gonna try to give you some content, so for the show, what have you. I mean, what's going on in the business that I should know about? I mean, the prices are too high, bro. No.
You know what you got to get into mentality of, I feel like? And Adrian will be the first one to tell. Adrian is not Adrian likes to buy right because he's the head buyer.
Right.
And he always bitches at me because I overpay for stuff. But sometimes I find myself, you overpay or you think you're overpaying. But then when the item sells, and as long as you're making a reasonable markup to yourself and to the client, you're not doing wrong by them. You're not ripping them a new one, but at the same token, you're moving the prices
It's just
up.
like all of society is being stratified right now, right? You know, because the thing is, the prices are crawling higher and higher and higher, but some people are stuck in the same place.
How many of your clients come to you? They made a little bit of money, and whatever it is that they do, because whatever, if you're doing something today, you're making money. I don't give a shit. How many of your clients have come to you? You did a video on that. And they're not just buying a fancy chain, they're also parking a little bit that made money in gold.
That's right.
Right? Because there's a value behind it. Yes, they're paying for the work and the craftsmanship and all that. But at the end of the day, a gold chain is going to have X amount of value on every level. Because you have it from a $500,000 Cuban to, I don't know if there's such a thing, but whatever. From a really expensive gold chain, heavy one, to down to a $500 chain. But every single person comes in and buys, whether he's on a $500 level or $5,000 level, he's investing money.
The prices of Richard Mille's and this and that
What?
are ridiculous. Tell me, what was the actual increase, and I know you know as well, what was the actual increase in the prices of these timepieces over the last, let's say, 18 months?
It's more than double.
More than
well,
double,
you can't
right?
listen. It depends which watches you look in the catalog. Let's just say the more I'll go by the more unsellable pieces.
Because that's the easier way to gauge, where you have a piece that you couldn't give away for 30 grand, now selling for 70.
Or up 30%. And you got the tonneau case shapes that basically have doubled.
We got a surprise visit before, I'm sorry. Julio, come on out.
Yo! It fits.
Come on, you didn't bring a gold rollie for Schmoopy, bro?
You know what? Hold on. You got one in your pocket?
Yeah, I don't know about the whole Snoopy costume. I think it was a little too big for Julio, but hey, listen, he wore it with pride, and Snoopy is a big thing over at TraxNYC.
I delivered the watch to my client's house. He absolutely loved it, and now it's time to head back to Philly.
Regina, where's the big box from this? The big FP Journe box?
Right here.
Eli, so this Journe. Eli, so this can go inside this box. This just this just needs to be, well, this stays in this, but it just needs to be packaged better.
Yes. Okay. The one that you text from Malk, right?
Yeah, this is all, what is this?
It's adamant, I don't know. I don't know if it is.
Oh, I know what this is.
Invoices?
This is,
No?
No. This is our stuff coming back from Memo. Jordan did a job packing. I can tell already. Give me a knife, Eli. This used to be my knife, by the way, until Eli confiscated. He goes to me, Roman, do you really need this knife? I'm like, well, it's just, why don't I borrow it for a minute?
No, it wasn't like that.
That was a year ago.
Come on, you forgot it downstairs. They said you can have it, you can use it. That's how it was. Come on.
All right, fine. Are those ours? Oh, that's pretty. Regina, all this stuff came back from Memo from Menta watches. This guy, some of them don't have stickers. This guy needs to be wrapped up completely because it's frosted. A tiny little scratch on this and it's
Okay.
Oh, this is the watch you took off. This watch I was wearing. It's already in the system. I was wearing it in Florida and I gave it to him. So we need to put a sticker on it and put it back in the system, take it off Memo. Shout out to Jordan from Menta Watches. Excellent packing job. Excellent. Now what the hell is this? Hey, make yourself useful. Hold that. Oh, that's the new titanium offshore. So just put all of this in one bin and bring it to my office. We gotten to a point with our company where it's becoming extremely difficult for us to raise our revenue, right? Meaning go from 126 million next year to, $200 million a year. So with that said, the idea is to bring in some funds into the company to allow us to hold on to inventory longer, to expand our inventory, and to continue doing business as usual, allowing us for that growth. And of course, the first thing I needed to do is meet with my partners and discuss all that before I moved on and talk to everyone else in the company. So boys,
just sold 20 pieces.
Couple of questions. Number one, a little update on the financing world. So this morning I have a tentative verbal offer that was given to me, which I turned down. I asked for more, tentatively. I told them it's not going to be enough. Based on what we want to do, if we want to open a store, we need to put money in jewelry, we need to put more money in watches here, we need to put money in jewelry and watches wherever we decide to open up. Their whole thing is they want us to take the money right away, not in stages, because they want to make the return right away. Over a 3-year period, and then said in 3 years, you don't have to give it back. I said, I don't use credit lines as a normal bank where you take it, pay it down, take it. No, I'm going to take the money, put it in the business and use it and pay the whatever rate is. Hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have an actual proposal, written proposal, that we can take a look at and go forward. In order to make the jump from 126 million and eventually get to that $300 million goal, we're looking at various options right now. A lot of you guys have reached out to us, a lot of our clients saying, oh, we're interested in investing. To give you an update, we should be receiving our first term sheet sometime probably around when this video airs. That's going to be our first offer. It's something that we're going to look at, and then we're going to continue looking further to see what the best option is for the company. One of the things that I am about to do, rather than having a big formal meeting with the entire company for the end of the year, I'm going to go kind of department by department. Like I'm going to start with video, go to sales, go to shipping and things like that. But the number one question I'm going to ask them is, I'm going to flip the script and I'm going to tell them, tell me what your goal is for next year. For some, it might be a monetary goal, being in sales. Some may be personal goals, whatever it might be. But before I go department by department, if you have to pick one goal, it can be anything by department. Is there anything you want to add?
Number one thing for me is communication. Everybody needs to communicate.
Which department?
Everybody, us included. We should be, the communicating should be like on top.
I agree with you 100%. That's a moving target all day, every day. It's something that we constantly work on, and it always is going to need improvement. Give me one goal you'd like to set for yourself here.
Listen, I would like to bring up the jewelry business to another level.
Okay? Define another level.
I would like to have a lot more retail business.
We did roughly $20 million in jewelry business. Where would you like to see that number next year?
I would like to see more of this number in retail sales than wholesale. Okay. And wholesale we're gonna do regardless. But why do we need to wholesale some of the stuff that we can retail it? We can sell it retail. That's what I'm trying to do. We need a dedicated and get paid. Rather than sell wholesale and give term. We need a dedicated person to jewelry, and bring up our retail sales.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea for you to have a talk with Sabina. She's scared of her own shadow. But I think you should. I think you should. I think the two of you should have a talk with Sabina and ask her if this is something she would want to do, and if so, explain to her what she needs to do in order to get there. I think that's a good idea. What about you, Alex?
Yeah, that's fine.
Goal.
I told you.
Goal for next year.
Listen, I would like for our business to grow by at least 20%.
I swear to God, I thought he was going to say I would like to be 4 inches tall and have long blonde hair.
I'm okay.
All right,
I'm
so
okay like
then
that.
we're good. I'm going to go talk to the
I'd
rest.
like to be 15 pounds lighter.
Okay, that's a good goal. Let me go talk to everybody. We'll talk soon. Boys and girls, bring it in.
At the end of the year, what I like to do is I like to walk around and speak to every single individual within the company. Every single individual should be motivated to do better the following year, should set certain goals for themselves. But setting certain goals and you know, looking forward to next year and taking yourself to the next level professionally is something that I think should be done everywhere.
Year-end goals. Give me one thing, Eli, that you think you can improve on.
For now, I have a whole issue. I don't have time to do them, like the stuff to pack stuff. The issue for me right now, I don't have like chance and time to pack the stuff, the cheap stuff.
Are you finding enough help around the office to help you, like Carol, Michael?
Carol and Michael, for now, yes, for now, but you know, like.
But so do you think there's room for another person, Natalie, next year?
For now, we are good. For next year, we will see.
Shella, what are your goals and aspirations for next year? To stay as beautiful as you are? Yes. Okay, good. What about you? Wish list. I know you probably have a wish list.
Maybe new table, but I was thinking about it.
You can have a new table. Okay, I'm glad to hear it. Thank you guys, girls.
Thank you.
All right, so kind of going around the office, looking at year-end stuff. So my question to you guys, where do you see, and I don't know if I even want to use the word improvement, I want to use the word wish list, if you will, for next year, for you as a team or individually, if you will. Like you guys feel free to throw out whatever you want at me, just whatever comes to your head. Like what would make your job better, funner, easier, harder, whatever it might be. Cameron.
Because it's unscripted, everything's run and gun, and I get lost in that sometimes when it's like you'll come to my office and be like, all right, let's shoot this. Like I need to stand my ground and say, all right, like give me 10 minutes, let's get this camera set up, let's get this and this. So it's just like, so it's better produced, I think.
What do you think, Chelsea? Do you think that
the number one thing that needs to definitely improve is just the communication of like what's happening where, so that we can cover it, that we can plan for it, so that you get better produced scenes. You know what I mean? Like, because if you were just calling or saying like, oh, this is happening right now, it's a lot easier to make something look really nice and beautiful if we have just that, like you said, 10 seconds of planning a little bit before, or if we know something's going to happen.
Look, we're getting help in, right? We're getting a director, if you will, a social media director, if we ever find that person. Somebody super experienced, somebody that knows what they can see the overall pictures from their business perspective and translate it into marketing. And marketing, I mean across all channels, be it YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, what's the other one? GoFund, what's that page? GoFundMe. No, the other one, with the naked pictures.
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans. Apparently I'm getting, no, I'm not. That's a joke. I'm not getting an OnlyFans page. I mean, I still have people from the outside telling me, I don't know how you guys pull it off. John is still at awe.
I know.
You know, and he's like, if I was doing this, I would want 8 people. I'm like, yeah, John, you want to have 2 guys with boom mics, another guy with for lights, holding a light up, and stuff like that.
That's what everyone in London
and
doing too. All the London videographers.
I think Cameron set up a trick in this room. I just noticed that.
Yeah, it's been there. It's been there first. The first day he got here.
So this is the part where he pulls a six of heart in the ceiling. I'll be sure to bring somebody in here to do that trick. Guys, thank you so much.
Cool. See ya.
Sales. Let's go. Big purpose of this meeting, number one, is to quickly go over what we've done this year, how well we've done this year. I want you to set a goal for yourself, be it a financial goal, a personal goal, a career goal. I want you to set it for yourself. But again, there was a man that once said, you got to dream big, but take small steps to get there. You know who said that?
Nick Eisman.
No, I did. So I'm going to start with some numbers. Ready? This year, out of that $120 million, just sales, never mind the amount of money he brought in by buying, but just sales is at $29 million. So next year, that $29 million should not be coming from him. It should be coming from all of you. Does that make sense? Yeah. We got Machine Gun Chris. If it wasn't for Machine Gun Chris, Adrian would probably flip his wig at this point, because you've seen how he gets, and there's a reason behind that. Anna beat me by 400,000. She brought in 24 million this year. I brought in 23.6 million. It's not a fair number because I tend to deal with bigger items, $1 million, $500,000. So does Adrian. But Again, that's the numbers. After that, Alex has been doing this, how many months realistically? 6, right?
It's been 6 months for like 6 months already.
So Alex has been doing this for 8 months. With that said, if Alex were to do this for you, he came in at $7.5 million. If he were to do it at the pace he was doing it, he would be doing he would do it $1.25 million plus this Richard Mille. Realistically, he would average out to $1 million a month, which is f***ing amazing. I'd like to give him a round of applause. All right, Nick, you've been doing this how many months?
I think Nick's been doing this 6 months.
No, 5. He's right. He's at 5. So Nick, you would be at about $7.2 million. What you've done thus far, which is $3 million in sales, average you out to about $600,000 in sales, which is also pretty f***ing amazing. So let's give him a round of applause. And
a lot of omegas.
A lot of here's what I personally see. Now you notice Sabina is in this meeting. So yesterday I had a talk with Sabina. The number one thing I told her is start talking, because I haven't heard her say shit about you guys. Anyone? Anybody? Yeah. But one of the things that Adrian has always been adamant about is the fact that we don't really have a true jewelry salesperson here. Somebody that understands jewelry in depth, somebody that understands the market on jewelry, somebody that understands the trends and things of that nature. So I spoke to Gary yesterday. Unfortunately, Sabina is going to have to go through jewelry boot camp, which is going to be a lot of fun, by the way. Moving on to next year's goals. I'm going to go around the room and I'm going to start with me. And I'm going to say what I'm not going to go into many goals. There's a lot of things that we want to achieve next year. But my goal is to try to grow the business in a way where as new salespeople come in, it doesn't take away from existing. We need to get Nick to start averaging $1 million plus a month, right? And Alex continue doing what he's doing. Machine Gun Chris is going to be buying, but it's only a matter of time until he can start doing what Adrian is doing. And I'm hoping that Chris can take off some of that $29 million burden off Adrian's shoulders. I'm going to pass it to Adrian. What's the one thing you want to see happen in sales in general, to include buying?
Alex signed his lease in Miami.
We get it, Adrian. Miami.
Bigger sales force, more communication within. I mean, we've definitely improved on our communication within the sales. That new sales group chat is effective. I have a goal to have less meetings and more business. Less talking and more working.
Anna, what do you got?
New website.
Well, that's coming in January. I mean, it's already ready. I just didn't want to launch it over the holidays.
We've been waiting for a long time.
Waiting.
So, new website, it's just going to make everything easier, more organized.
New life, who this?
Yeah, quicker. Hopefully to see Nick and Alex step up a little bit more.
Just when I thought we were doing good, Anna throws us right under the bus.
I think Nick and Alex are doing a great job, and I would like to see them get to that next level and increase their sales, contacts, and overall knowledge.
Chris, give me a goal.
I'd like to get my own place soon.
That's a good
personal goal.
That's a good goal.
I'd like to start getting into sales more, a little bit more.
Okay.
In terms of like goals, I want to be at like $2 million next year, profit-wise.
You mean revenue-wise? Revenue per month?
No, like
$2 million in total profit.
Yeah, in total profit. I want to keep my margins.
Profit numbers, not the revenue.
I want to keep my margins like a little bit above 10%. You know. What else? I want to start doing at least like 1.5 to 1.8 million, like average.
I think those goals are realistic. And again, guys, keep in mind that like it's not all on you. It's also a lot of that stuff is on us. It's a lot of the stuff is that the amount of inventory that we hold, the marketing that we do, and all those things. So it's not entirely on you, but I think it's a realistic goal that you set, and I have no doubt that you'll achieve it next year.
Yeah.
Nick?
At least 1.3 a month on average.
Okay. Nick got a taste for a few big pieces, so
double.
Let's keep it going.
Not a bad growth. Not bad. 2x.
Not to throw Sabina under the bus, but what do you think?
Take a speech class. I'm just kidding.
I like that.
No, definitely just getting more involved and starting to work on jewelry.
Yeah, I like it because look, no matter who I hire here, I tell everybody sky is the limit if you want it. So if you want it, you'll get it, and that's just it. Anyway, guys, good job. Let's finish the year off strong. We still have a couple of weeks, and I think next year 2022 would only be better.
Miami. So congratulations to the sales team. This year was absolutely crazy, and Nick and Alex just started in the calendar year of 2021, so we're super excited to see where 2022 goes. It's only going up from here.
100,057 followers. And yes, we hit
100,000 followers. A huge milestone for my video team, for my marketing team, and everybody that's involved, and you guys. It's a milestone that we hit together, and thank you to you guys for continuing to support Gray Market. And we're just happy to be here to entertain, hopefully teach you a thing or two, and shed a little bit of light into this business we call the Gray Market.
I'm going to tell all my people to unsubscribe. I'm just going to do a mass Instagram post. Unsubscribe from Roman Sharf.
Before you go, guys, don't forget, we're going to be in Miami from the 17th through the 19th at the North Miami Bitcoin Convention. We're going to be displaying there. I'm bringing Alex, I'm bringing Anna, I'm bringing Adrian. We're going to bring a bunch of watches for you guys to look at as well. I'm actually going to be one of the keynote speakers at the convention. I believe I go on Wednesday the 19th around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Past that, we're going to move on to the Miami Beach Antique Show that's happening in a newly renovated convention center. I'll have all that information linked below, and I hope to see a lot of you guys at either one of those shows. 2022 is going to bring big and exciting things. And on behalf of myself, the entire team, the entire cast of Gray Market, as well as everyone else here at Luxury Bazaar, what I want to say is stay tuned.